Hey everybody, it's Sophisticated Spy. I just want to tell you about a situation that I had. Um, I was in a situation to where I was being gang stalked by my ex's new girlfriend. She moved next door to me on some weird, creepy shit, right? So at first, when she first moved over there, I thought, okay, she was cool or whatever. It really wasn't no issue. You know, she had her set of niggas, her baby daddies or whatever. And she was telling me about them. I was just minding my business, you know. She, I told her about mine, but you know, I ain't telling no details or whatever. But she takes it upon herself to start, you know, dating my ex or whatever. Weird, creepy ass shit, bro. So in the midst of all this drama or whatever, you know, they keeping a little secret affair, but he's still coming to see me on a regular basis or whatever. But every time he come to see me, he too busy staring next door. So I'm just like, bro, you all in this bitch ass crack, like for real, on some real fake ass shit. But I peep game on everybody whenever they think I know. So anyway, the bitch got weird, you know what I'm saying, and started pulling out her little gun or whatever, whatnot. But by the grace of God, God was protecting me. You know, God has been over me lately. And, you know, she tried to have her little jump off nigga fucking shoot at me, right? And the reason is because we were sitting at her house or whatever, and it was some kids on the couch. A couple of kids, they were about 8, 9 years old, and it was like three of them, and it was her and her boyfriend, the dude she was talking to. So we all sitting there smoking a blunt or whatever, and the little boy was saying he didn't want the man, which was her man, to touch him. You get what I'm saying? He kept saying no, like basically like stop touching me. You get what I'm saying? And for me, I'm a mom. You know that hurts my heart. You know when a kid feel like you know they uncomfortable around a certain person. So he kept doing little weird shit, trying to touch her a little bit. And I'm just like, I'm about to go, cause this ain't, you know, this ain't what I'm on or whatever. So I tell her, I'm like, friend, you need to watch that nigga around your kids. You get what I'm saying? But her dumb ass, she take it as I'm trying to beef with her or whatever, which is weird because I'm just looking out for the kids. And it was really awkward because these were innocent babies. They don't know nothing about no touching and sucking and fucking and none of that. They shouldn't know none of that. They're babies. You get what I'm saying? So for him being a grown ass man trying to touch on a child, nigga, you a pedo, nigga. To me, I don't give a fuck. You a pedophile. So the bitch gets mad at her, goes to go get her little gun or whatever. And she's in the garage with her little gun in between her legs. Look, temperance in reverse, yep. Imbalance, bitch is weird. Excessive, extreme, overindulgence, alcoholism, addiction, self-healing, realignment. The bitch definitely needed some realignment. She was on some motherfucking bullshit, bro. She's just, you know what I'm saying? I'm weird like that when it comes to my 7 kids. I don't have nobody around my kids like that. If I've been messing with you, you've been around my kids for years, and that's just the way I work. It ain't no one night stand with me when it comes to my kids, because kids are very precious. Anybody can do something to a kid, you know, and be on some weird shit. So, like I said, by the grace of God, you get what I'm saying? I don't know what force, entity, what deity, whatever spiritual whatever spiritual gangster was up there, they was protecting me, okay? Because, I mean, this idiot, he kept following behind me, shooting. But God, nobody but God and these spirits out here, they stopped all that bullshit. No matter how many times he kept running up on me with that gun with his scary ass. Like, who shoots at a bitch because your motherfucking trifling ass want to touch on a kid and you got confronted by me about touching on a kid? You get what I'm saying? Because I brought that shit to the light. See that? I brought that shit to the light. I wasn't playing no game. Shit, because I was on positivity. You know what I'm saying? This nigga was trying to please himself with kids, thinking that'll make him happy. Like, bro, you're tripping. You know what I'm saying? This is fun, vitality, joy, warmth, celebration, success, rebirth, all is well. This is what I'm bringing to the table, baby. I don't know what you bring to the table. You know, it's bullshit, especially when it comes to these kids. So I never got the nigga name or whatever, some light-skinned nigga or whatever. And like I said, her dumb ass, shit, I don't even know if she's still messing with that nigga to this day, but like I said, by the grace of God, I don't know what entity was protecting me. I don't know what my bloodline is, and I'm cool with that because my bloodline is very protective. But like I said, they was protecting me, trying to protect them children. You get what I'm saying? Because what if he would have tried to do something to a kid, try to shoot at the kid just because the kid didn't want to let him touch him? You get what I'm saying? So I'd rather make that sacrifice. You go ahead and shoot at me, fool, because I'd rather take the sacrifice for the kids than the kids have to take a sacrifice for your stupid ass. Yeah, somebody was in that Ace of Wands energy. Lack of motivation, lack of energy, lack of passion, way down. Could have been bored, just doing little weird ass shit. Like, that's one thing about me. Don't do no weird ass shit when it comes to kids. I don't like nobody messing with no kids, bro. That shit's creepy as fuck, bro. You know, somebody was doing it all, carrying a burden, delegation, release, overstress, burned out. And the more he was coming for me, the more I kept walking off. Because I'm one of them type of people, I'm not about to argue with you, my nigga. I don't even know you. I just know you weird as fuck and you be trying to fuck with the kids. And you ain't the type of nigga that need to be around no kids, period. So yeah, somebody was in the Page of Cups energy, creative opportunities, intuitive messages, curiosity, possibility, happy surprises, dreamer, sensitivity, a new love. Somebody out there got new love, the spirit is saying. Somebody out here got self-worth. They hustling, living beyond their means, obsessed with work, false success. Somebody's in the Ace of Swords energy. Got mental clarity, breakthroughs, new ideas, success, sharp mind, new conflict. Somebody could have had surgery. Somebody was living in an illusion. The moon card is out here. Somebody was living a mystery, you know what I'm saying? Could have been having prophetic dreams, intuition. Yeah, their intuition was on point. They could have been in fear or something. A lot of people fear death. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's definitely one of those things that everybody fears. You know, so I try to make the most of it while I'm on Earth. Put as many videos out so when I'm gone, you know, my kids can say, you know, that my mom left something behind, a legacy behind for us, you know. Because I wrote music, you know what I mean? I wrote songs, I wrote books. So I just want to know that, I just want my kids to know that I left something behind, you know. Yep, somebody got subconscious, somebody could be having premonitions. The Lover's card is out here. Somebody is in love. Okay, somebody got harmony, relationship, union, partnership, sexuality, passion, values, alignment, deep love, a choice, the strength, two together. Somebody's in the Ace of Pentacles. Somebody's abundant. manifest in abundance, opportunity, new career, financial opportunity, a new venture, or prosperity. But yeah, let me finish telling you the story. So he said he followed me around, shooting at me. I keep walking. I'm one of them type of people. I keep walking, keep going. I don't feel nothing. Whatever spirit was protecting me, I didn't feel not one damn bullet. Okay. And I guess it was making him mad because he kept trying to reload the clip and shoot more. Wasn't nobody but God out there with me. God and the spirits and the entities and the deities. Because that fool was crazy. Not you mad because you got exposed for being a pedo, so you want to attack the person that exposed you. I tell you about people. But anyways, they had followed me, and I end up falling down in a ditch somewhere because I was getting away from him because it was a crowd of them at this time. So I ends up in the sewer, which is weird. I had my laptop on me, my phone, my keys. I had everything on me. And I was basically hiding from them, and I don't know what happened. I stuck my hands in my ears and just kept saying la 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 la. I was like trying to literally tune them out. Somehow I feel like I went to a different dimension because when I woke up, I could tell that somebody had raped me while I was asleep. Don't know who it was. When I woke up, when I was in the sewer, I had on a little skirt and a little shirt. So this person, I was going to go get me some tampons. I had just started my period, and I was going to get me some tampons at the Dollar General, but I decided to walk because it was just a lovely day. I was just gonna walk, and to be harassed by somebody just because they're mad because they're a pedophile, so they're gonna try to get a whole team of motherfuckers against you because they're a pedophile. Negro, if that nigga did rape me in that sewer, then I know for sure his ass would have done that to those kids. So I just feel like I was a sacrifice, you get what I'm saying, for those children. And that's fine because they were innocent kids. They didn't deserve to be treated like that. But when I woke up at the sewer, I jumped the fence, ended up in somebody's backyard. So I'm walking home with all my stuff. I literally had all my stuff on me. I don't know what was in that sewer down there with me, but I ended up making it out of there. And I'm walking home, and I'm calling the police because I'm like, I've been raped. Like, I feel like I've been penetrated, and I haven't been with anybody. Like, I ended up falling down in the creek, and so I just don't understand how it feels like I've been sexually violated. So I went to KU Medical Center, and the first thing they said was, Will did it. And I'm like, one thing about my baby daddy, he ain't gonna do no weird ass shit like that. He not gonna set me up to be raped. He know. He's too protective of this vagina. So I knew that was a lie. I left up out of that damn hospital because these was the nurses saying this shit to me, okay? I've never seen these bitches a day in my life. But the first thing they says to me is Will did it. Now that's my child's dad. But I know he wouldn't do nothing like that because he don't even think like that to have me follow, rape, shot at. Now he don't do nothing like that. I knew that was all that bitch and that nigga. And they were trying to find somebody to blame it on. So I left up out of KU. I'm leaving, right? Police gets behind me. You get what I'm saying? When I'm leaving KU. And he's like being aggressive, you know, telling me I can't park here. I'm in the wrong spot. This is and third. I'm like, okay, I apologize, your officer. So I leave. She get what I'm saying? I make it back home, and I never do the rape kit because I don't know why. Because I was like, I felt really uncomfortable. I felt like it was like all staged, and I didn't like the fact that these females were saying this about my kid's dad in this hospital. Now I know my kid's dad. He sleeps with a lot of females. That's not the issue. But the thing about it, because we're not together, but the thing about it is that why would you basically put him in the middle of it when he ain't got nothing to do with it? He wasn't even nowhere around. So, yeah, that just let me know that the government and healthcare officials at KU, Research and Truman are all demonic entities, and they definitely be on demon time. But when I came back home, I saw miniature little people. Like, I don't know, I must have died, like had my little earthbound death or whatever, but I saw miniature people, so I wanted to get a reading on the miniature people because they were real. They were standing in my yard, and I wasn't hallucinating. I wasn't on drugs or anything. Like, literally, these were miniature little people, and they were waving at me, and I was waving back at them. It was really a spiritual moment. And at the time I was doing that, the girl next door, because she still lived next door, her and all her family were staring at me, and I'm just staring at little people. I wasn't worried about them. And so I goes in the house. So now I know why they always say leave offerings on the doorstep for the ancestors. I didn't know that some of them were that little. And I don't know how they got that little. That's another thing I wanted to know. How did they get that little? Because these were actual human people. Through death. They could have done some type of death magic. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform. So they must have grew and transformed. Was dead is dead. So yeah, somehow I went through some type of death on Earth. I don't know what happened to me in that tunnel, but I went through some type of death, and I woke up I woke up out of a coma, and like I said, I was trying to get back to my residence. So yeah, I went through some type of transformation, and those people went through some type of transformation as well. Those little people, I don't know what to call them because they were so little and so tiny that they made me feel like a giant. And I didn't want to step in the grass no more after that because they were in the grass and they were so little. And I like when they reveal themselves to me because I'm not gonna harm them. They know that, or they would never reveal themselves to me. And that was just amazing for me to have to experience that. It was meant for me to experience. It was amazing. And did I tell you that whole house turned into a damn portal that I lived in? I don't know what happened, but yeah, somebody had a mask on. They was on some bullshit, hiding their true feelings, pretending and deluding, gaslighting and personifying. Yep, they definitely was trying to gaslight me in that damn hospital. But I was just amazed to see those little people. And it says some of them could have been backstabbed, heartbroken, pain, loss, separation, deception, and lies, a shocking attack. Yeah, by a girl with a snake. Yeah, I know I had a spiritual transformation with the snake, with the spiritual birth of a albino snake. And it was, so when this girl with the snake comes out, I've had this happen to me. And I also know a few people that have a snake as a pet. So it could be somebody that has a snake that is a pet. Somebody could have charmed somebody, playing with magic, playing with spell work, and crossed some boundaries and enabled. Somebody didn't have no clarity or truth. They didn't have revelations. They wasn't honored and protected. They wasn't determined. They didn't have any determination. Somebody used to party all the time. Somebody used to party all the time. Party all the time. Party all the time. Yeah, somebody used to have a party with their friends, having fun, being single, and living in the moment. Yeah, dark oracle confessions. Let's see what these spirits want to say. It's whatever the spirits want to say. I'm most respectful of the spirits. Most definitely. Yeah, somebody got karmic debts they need to be paid before they can come back to somebody. Somebody can't listen to somebody's voice, or somebody can listen to somebody's voice, it affects their soul. Somebody don't understand what somebody sees in them. They feel unattractive. Well, everybody's beautiful on the inside to somebody, or on the outside to somebody. Somebody doesn't know what they're doing. They play dumb and keep somebody confused, which you can't do me like that. I already know you a scammer or a romance scammer or just a cheater. I mean, I know the difference. Somebody has a big hole in their heart they cannot fill on their own. Somebody has lost faith in somebody and can't see a future with anybody anymore. And they're kind of like on the fence with that because it was sideways. Somebody feel abandoned and is triggered by childhood traumas. Somebody has lost control of their life. They keep messing up. Somebody is distracted. They distract themselves to avoid thinking of you. Somebody feels unworthy of having love in their life and they're miserable and lost. Somebody isn't focused on their life and they're bothered with other things at the moment. So yeah, like I was saying, in this dimension, they have portals that they create, these spirits. And so, it is a blessing to have a spirit's presence as long as it's positive, nothing negative, nothing weird, nothing creepy. Because it can definitely get spooky in the spiritual realm. I literally saw like a spirit eating human flesh in the spiritual realm on my couch. Sometimes they'll reveal things to you. You'd be like, what is going on? Why are you doing that? Like, where did you become a cannibal? What's going on? So they can do all type of things in the spiritual realm. These spirits can. Now we're going to get the Love Oracle deck. Somebody, one of those spirits could have tried to been escaping, avoiding, or blocking somebody, pushing somebody away. Somebody needs to release, let go, move on, and walk away. Somebody is elusive, dishonest, deceptive, trickery. I already know that. I know exactly when somebody's being dishonest and deceptive and trying to trick me. So yeah, somebody is very beautiful out there. They're charming, graceful, and kind-hearted. There's a divine masculine in somebody's energy. The yang masculine energy. Yeah, this divine masculine could be trying to find peace. He's tired of the drama, tired of the different women, tired of the multiple baby mamas. He's just trying to find peace at this moment. Balance, harmony, and a friendship. But he makes people feel like he only wants them when he's around them, but it's always something different when he gets from around them people. That's one thing about me. I don't like those type of masculines. Don't try to act like you're for me when I'm with you, and then when you're around another female, now you're her man too. Like, that's fake to me. But yeah, somebody wants peace, but they also want a whole bunch of different options. They don't want to be devoted. They don't want to be attached. They ain't craving no real relationship. But it says time is ticking. Somebody's waiting to close out a cycle. Somebody could have had some precious moments in those cycles. And I've been having a lot of prophetic dreams lately. Like I had a dream I was in the old house and my mom came in and I was using the bathroom and it was like one of one of my aunts that passed away, her old house. So my mom is coming in the house and she's coming into the bathroom because I was going into the bathroom, but then I woke up. So yeah, something is shocking. Somebody has turmoil, trouble, unexpected. My mother could have been checking on me in my dreams, but I was on the toilet, honey. I wasn't doing nothing crazy. Yeah, somebody ain't got no confessions or they trying to hide some confessions. They ain't ready to unveil or come clean with their messages. Somebody could have been in sorrow and grief in the past. They was depressed. They could have experienced a loss. Somebody could have passed away and they experienced a loss and it made them a little depressed at the moment. And they stopped being obsessed with somebody. They stopped being infatuated with somebody. They stopped adoring somebody. They stopped being addicted to somebody after this loss and this depression. Because they felt trapped, stuck, tied down, captive in whatever situation that they was in. Now let's see what can be happening in the future for these spirits and those miniature people that I saw. What are they trying to tell me? What are they trying to tell the world and the universe? And we're gonna go with the timing deck. Something could have happened to somebody that passed away in August. They could have been 22 years old. Somebody passed away that could have been turning 43 in the next couple of months. Somebody passed away and their timing is pushed back due to blockages. Something could happen to a 26-year-old in December, or something could happen in 26 months, 26 weeks, 26 hours, 26 days, 26 minutes. It's going to affect something that's going to happen in December. For a 35-year-old, next month looks promising. For a 21-year-old, something is going to happen in July. Could happen 21 minutes from now, 21 hours from now, because July is almost over. And something happened to a 38-year-old. And they thought maybe something spectacular was going to happen by the end of the year, but they passed away. And that is the reading for today. Thank you. Like and subscribe if you're interested. And have a great day.